We got players coming in. We had the coach in here earlier. This is a beautiful thing. This is George Mason. We are Mason Radio. We are where you go to for George Mason basketball content. Ticket, Saquan. If you guys want to hop in, please feel free. Again, great win tonight, and just a fun one. Just one that was a nail biter down to the finish. We definitely we the times there was like, are we going to pull this one out? And we did. And it was on the road. It was a place where not a lot of A10 teams win at Dayton, and that was awesome. Saquon is now a speaker in the building, giving us huge minutes. You can come off mute. We've already talked about your first half performance, really kind of keeping us together. We felt like a guy now that is kind of doing it all for us. Saquon, can you talk about what it was like to get a win at Dayton?
Yeah, man. First, I appreciate y'all for having me come on. It's loud on the bus right now because we had a great win. But yeah, man, just being that spark off the bench, helping my teammates, bringing the energy and just doing the right things, discipline, having that mindset of getting stopped and ball. So, incredible win today, man. The energy in the building was crazy, but we overleaped that and we got the good W.
How are you able to hold it together in an environment like that? Super loud, a Duro on the bench. How were you able to kind of hold it together there at the end?
Yeah, man, just our huddles, man, coming together and letting them know it's a mindset thing, one play at a time. Even though we was getting a lot of fouls on the other end, when adversity hit, what we gonna do? We gonna punk down or we gonna get back that next play. So that's what we did. We took it play by play, and like I said, we just came out with a great W.
Do you think the adversity you faced throughout the season is helping you now?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely responding off the adversity. We responding off the adversity for sure. Yeah, we needed this, man. We needed this wake up call. We know we're a great team when we playing great together. When we playing together, moving the ball, defense. So man, crazy one, man. We all needed this.
Hey, Saquon, what was the vibe in the locker room after the win? What's the bus like right now? How are you guys feeling overall?
Oh, the bus is crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear it. We going crazy. Locker room, crazy screaming. Just nah, you hear everybody in the background. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Let's go. Good environment. Playing in front of thousands of fans and stuff. Roadkill, man. That's all we can say. I think Ticket gonna get on next. Y'all let it.
Hey, Saquon, what's the first song you guys are bumping when you're trying to get hyped after?
Man, hey. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Are you bumping like Just Wanna Rock, or what are you playing like right now after a win?
What we playing after a win? Some young boy? Yeah, we playing some young boy, NBA young boy. We got playing that. You got to play some New York music, So
I love it.
Turned up for sure.
I love it.
Turned up.
We're gonna let Ticket in here now on his second appearance on the By George Talk with the Space. Ticket man, what's up? Obviously, you've had an impact since returning. Talk to us a little bit about this win.
I just feel like this win is like a program win. Dayton's a great team in our league, and anytime you could beat one of the top four teams in your conference is always a good vibe and good win.
I think you played almost all but 2 minutes today. How are you feeling post injury, getting a ton of minutes?
I'm feeling fine. The minutes I'm playing, I'm comfortable with. Coach trusts me to be out there for that long, and when I get tired, I just try to think of ways to bring myself to a place where I'm comfortable with my conditioning and things like that. But playing those minutes, I'm very comfortable coming back from an injury. Uh, Probably not shooting as well as I want to, but I just try to do other things on the court that translates to winning. And I know that the work I put in the gym is going to come to light at some point. So I just keep focused on doing the things that I know that can help us win.
Ticket, like, how did you guys respond after like the Duquesne loss? Like, was there sort of like a, you know, like did you guys hit a wall where you guys are like, we've got to really bounce back to sort of salvage this season? Like, how did you guys respond after that Duquesne loss, and how do you explain this 4-game winning streak?
Oh yeah, that was definitely a ugly loss for us. That kind of hit guys hard. Losing that bad, probably like people described as probably one of our worst games here in the past 2 years. But I felt like guys after that game just came together, just got closer. We sat and talked about it, what we need to do to, like you said, salvage the season and then find ways to win games. And I just feel like the last 4 games we can't get closer and closer on the court, off the court, playing more for each other, and just giving yourself up for the team. And I feel like every guy on our team has bought into that, and it's translating on the court.
Petey or David or Joe, you haven't gotten a chance to ask a question to a player or coach. Do you have anything you want to ask?
I just want to ask Ticket about the game plan. It looked like preventing them from taking threes was a pretty huge part of it. They only took 12 threes tonight, which I think from a game plan perspective, that's a big victory. Like you're not even letting them get shots off from three. But then on the other end of it, Deron Holmes, it means you're single covering Deron Holmes, and he's giving us buckets all night long. Like, how does that does it feel hard to stick to a game plan when something like that's happening?
I think it creeps into your mind where, like, you see a guy scoring a lot, you want to adjust to some things, but I mean, I feel like we felt like that wasn't going to beat us. They have great shooters that we wanted to keep off the 3-point line. I think Kobe Bryant got open for a few, but other than that, we didn't give him looks from three. I mean, Deron Holmes did his thing in today. Got a lot of free. I think he shot a lot of free throws today too. But I feel like we never panicked when we got down. I think we got down 6 or 7. But guys in the huddle just looked at each other, just ready to play, knowing what we were going to do. But it definitely creeps into your mind. You want to change things quickly when you see a guy scoring, but you got to have the discipline and things like that to just stick to what you know translates to winning. And I feel like that's what we did tonight, despite him having that many points. I don't think it was enough to beat us.
Love it, man. Bust sounds fun right now.
Yeah, everyone's yelling and stuff.
Yeah, that's all I had. If anybody else wants to jump in.
And we've had multiple players now pop in here, and we just, for the players that are listening, we just want you to know that, like, we do this for you. Like, we want to promote you. We want to showcase what you do. We want to, like, get you as much hype as you can. We want to recruit the next players. We want to help with that. So, we just want you to know how appreciative of your hard work that we have. And not only that, but that's why we put out the graphics and put out the content, is for you guys to be able to enjoy it too, to be able to look it up after a game and see your stats or see what you've done. So just really appreciate you all, especially those who have come through. Like Malik has hopped on before, Tickets hopped on, Saquon was in here. I know Coop has been in and out. Kim English was on earlier. We've had other coaches pop in. So this is fun, and that's why we do this. And really, we just want to build a community at Mason, and you guys are forever a part of that community. So just know, if you ever need anything from us, please hop into our DMs and let us know. If we don't have any other questions for Ticket, we can let him go party. We don't want to, take up too much of your guys' time. But if there's anybody else out there that does have a question for Ticket or does have a question for Saquon, request to talk right now and hop in and ask them a question. It looks like maybe Joe, do you have a question for Saquon or Ticket?
Yeah, I got a question for Saquon. A little bit more of a lighthearted one, but I got a question for him if he's available.
Yeah, I'm here.
As a part of Bronx resident, what's the best pizza in New York City?
Best pizza in New York City. Jeez, that's tough because New York got the best pieces. It's probably a pizza around my neighborhood. It's called Top Banana Pizza. If you search it up, Top Banana Pizza is in the Bronx, New York, in the Soundview section. I'm gonna take everybody out to eat when we go to the Barclays, and free pizza on me. Well, free pizza.
All right.
Yeah, right. I'll believe that when I'm there, Saquon. But pizza's on me though, for real.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate like everything and your heart and dedication. I mean, you mentioned coming off the bench, and I mean, sometimes that's tough, and you've embraced the role, and you're making a difference right now. Like, this 4-game winning streak is aided by you and your play and your defense and your contribution on the squad. So we really appreciate that. And like I said, if anybody else, like Phil, if you got a question and you want to pop in, feel like now's that time. I see Josh Aduro in here. That man's a bull. That man got double-digit points like how many times this season? Got to be first team A10, a baller so far. So Phil, if you have a question for a player, feel free to hop in and ask it, or just kind of chime in and chat. And then anybody else, if you want to hop in, now's the time to request to talk.
Sure. I had a quick question for Saquon. Kim has talked repeatedly over the course of the season in every press conference, I feel like, about process and practice. And it's clear whatever you're doing in practice has directly correlated to what's happening on the court. What do you feel like you've brought to practice and to prep that has contributed, to both your increase in minutes, but also just everybody's success on the court? It feels like there's a lot of glue happening when you're on the court.
Yeah, definitely. You pinpointed it. Really just having that energy, man, off the bench, man, being that leader that Kim recruited me as, being vocal and just coming to practice every day, using that practice as games. So yeah, man, I'm grateful, man. Yeah, Coop in the back, man. Nah, I'm grateful, man. I'm just happy to be on this team, making this run. And really, it's just not me, man. It's everybody. It's my teammates, man. Everybody from first number 1 to 15. So I appreciate them. We're gonna keep rolling this ball, man, and keep moving, keep winning, and we're gonna translate over to the Barclays.
And you've been at a couple different places now, different places in the country. Are you enjoying your time in Fairfax? Be honest. If Fairfax is lame, you can call it lame. We all went there. We all grew up around there to some extent. Are you enjoying your time in Fairfax?
Nah, definitely enjoying my time in Fairfax. I'm close. I'm close to family now. I'm 4 hours from the Bronx. I was always in the Midwest in Kansas and New Mexico. So really just being close to family, we gained some brothers from my teammates, and like in days like this, get that W and go home back to Fairfax and lay on my bed.
Hey, that's for real. Petey, David, now it's time to pop back in. Joe, if you want to carry the show for a little bit, the time is now. And
Yeah.
then if other people want to pop in, it's time. I think I've said everything I needed to say. I could go to bed right now, like my boy Saquon, and be pretty satisfied with the evening. But I'm also game to sit here and chat with you all and listen. So, hop in here and let's keep it going.
So I'm curious how much and I guess this is for like any player that's listening. I'm curious how much you guys are like aware of the conference standings, and you're still alive for a double bye in the tournament. You're still alive for a top 4 seed. I guess I'm just curious, to what degree do you guys think about that?
That was a good question, but me personally, I don't really look at the standards and stuff, even though I think I should. But I think we taking the game at a time. But a double bye would be great for us for sure. But yeah, we trying to get these last 2 W's and just come in strong in the Barclays. So wherever we at in the standings, I feel like we're gonna move up, and it's gonna give us that spot going into New York in the Barclays.
Yeah. No, it's awesome because one thing is that the Mason, we now have the tiebreaker against GW, and it's felt like we weren't going to have the tiebreaker against them because they beat Dayton earlier this year, and so when teams split head to head, the tiebreaker becomes uh, the best common opponent. And so if GW was 1-0 against Dayton and we were 0-1, then they would have the tiebreaker. But now I think since we're both 1-0 against Dayton, it goes to like LaSalle or something like that. So I also think it makes the Fordham game important because if we beat Fordham, then Fordham might be the tiebreaker. But yeah, I mean, we're like A10 basketball nerds. We spend way too much time looking at this stuff. I was just curious if the players even care. If you guys
Nah,
even
yeah. Don't
think
get me
about
wrong.
that stuff.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. We definitely care for sure. But
yeah.
we care for sure. I appreciate you guys. We got to hop on this
All
flight.
right, one more
I'm about
question,
to hop in
Saquon.
my bed.
Saquon, one more question.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Did you touch the ball at the end of the game?
No, I ain't
No,
touching it.
no,
No.
dude,
It wasn't even close.
There's no shot.
Nah,
it
no
wasn't even
shot.
close.
No shot.
There,
No shot.
there was a definitive camera angle
Yeah. Even the
that
ref
it.
seeing it. I said, come on, ref. You know I ain't touching that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Hey, Saquon, we appreciate you, man, for real. Keep
Yes,
grinding,
sir.
and
Yes, sir.
and you're a patriot for life. So, like, this is one big Mason
Appreciate
family.
that.
If you need anything, you're looking for, references, whatever, just hit us up, man. This is like this is a family. We're building a family here, and you're part of that family.
Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
guys.
Appreciate you guys. Mindset, fellas. Mindset.
Mindset.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Get
I
home
see you
safe, y'all. We'll
guys.
see you Wednesday.
Appreciate you.
Well, that was amazing. Again, having players hop in. I mean, so far we had Josh, Malik, Cooper, Saquon, Ticket, Coach English. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.